Now we await the haka. That doesn't get you all pumped up for this game, nothing will.
That's pretty impressive. Now onto the footy component of this match here. I'm so looking forward to the involvement of big Marty Tapau when he enters the field and gets his first stint. So look out around the 20-minute mark of the first half of the first break. Leads all of these players in offloads this year, 71. We really want to see the player, someone like Cody Nikarima, hang around them. Players drop back into a little warm-up, focus themselves back on their skills. A couple of touches with the football. Aaron Woods, of course, wow, what a year he had. Former Tiger, played 15 games for the Bulldogs before being traded to the Cronulla Sharks, where he played 12 games and went deep into the final series. Now finds himself back in an Australian jersey.
Yes, Isaac Liu debuted at the World Cup last year, runs out for his fourth test. 26 games for the Roosters this year. 6 starts in the second row, but mainly featured at lock. He's playing on the edge in this game.
Others get a mention, but he does the work in that forward pack. Of course, Jared Hargraves there as well. Siwa Takiaho, you'll get to see him next weekend as well. Played 6 tests also for Samoa, Isaac Liu.
Up in the back after missing the Denver test. He had a hamstring injury.
Saw his dad in the crowd and had a chat to him earlier today. Proud.
And this
a lot of the family here to support.
Daryl Sean Johnson. All eyes on him. How's that partnership with Cody Nikarima going to go in this match?
Thrown to the equation, the service from Brandon Smith, and then Kenny Bromwich when he gets onto the football field as well. Luke.
Let's stay behind, guys, not early. You guys right, Beast and...
We're all set for the latest chapter
Let's stay behind, guys.
in the rich history of the Kiwis versus the Kangaroos in International Rugby League. Here at Mount Smart in 2018, it's going to be the Kiwis to kick off. It's going to be the world champions to have the first possession. Clemmer brings it back to the 20.
Back straight. Hold. Go. That's fine.
Cook gets his hands on the ball now. Jordan McLean, the North Queensland Cowboys.
Gotta wait here, Jared.
It is
Hold, Jared.
7th Test match for Australia. It's in the curiosity of rep football. He's yet to play State of Origin.
Let's wait here, not early, Jesse. Wait, Jared. Go.
Corner, the Australian captain. This is Josh Maguire from the Broncos, met heavily from Jared Waerea-Hargreaves, who I'm sure will be very keen to stamp his impression on this game early. Cook kicks on the 5th tackle, and Dalawatani-Zalesniak near that left touch. Maumalo got back in excellent support there, and he was in good position to take the infield pass.
Good set from the Australians. Cook, the first kick of the game. That'll settle them down a bit. I thought Daly Cherry Evans will do most of the kicking in this Australian side, even though we saw Carey do most of the kicking in the grand final.
Nikarima at dummy half for that play. Maumalo with his second carry, met strongly there by Tom Trebojevic. He's playing at right centre in this game. Interesting selectorial decision there made by Mel Meninga during the week as Waerea-Hargreaves handles. 15 metres from halfway. Brandon Smith to Jesse Bromwich back in the Kiwis lineup. since May last year. First time we've seen him. Just manages to hold on to the ball there. Does Bromwich, and Johnson settles it down. Good tidy set there from the Kiwis. And back comes Tedesco on debut for the Kangaroos.
He's quick, isn't he? He's run more metres this year than any other player on the football field. Some 4,300 metres. In fact, 5 in the Australian team have run over 3 kilometres this year.
Gangai plays the ball. Late replacement, of course, for Greg Inglis, who was to be captain. Then had that responsibility stripped off him. Kaufusi from the Melbourne Storm plays it 40 metres out from the Kiwis line. Good roll on here for the Australians as Cook handles a dummy half. Maguire, Cordner, here's Tedesco. Big space here for Mitchell. This could be a try, should be a try, and it is. Valentine Holmes gets over for an early score. It's 4-0.
Disappointing. They stripped them for numbers here. Australians left, New Zealand's right edge. And Val Holmes, 22 tries for Cronulla this year. He scored more tries for Australia than he's had tests. I think that's his 12th test, 15th try. Let's have a look. Out they go. They just hold back a bit, Jordan Rapana. And then it's all too easy. Latrell Mitchell weighs up his options. Val's on the outside. Too easy a start there.
He's a bit of a try-scoring freak, Valentine Holmes. His 12th test match, 15th try already. Scored a bucket load at the World Cup last year, didn't he? Wonderful start to the Australians here. Justin Morgan, good evening.
Good evening. I was hoping to give you a weather update before we started to look at tries, but yeah, good work there from the Australians. A dawning of a new era for both teams. 2 new captains, a number of debutants. Very unusual to see a Kangaroos team without a Cameron Smith, but they've settled their nerves very quickly and scored a nice try on that left side. I really like the look of this Kiwis bench. Lots of power and lots of skill with Bromwich, arm out, Tafau and Blair. But an ideal start there for the Kangaroos on that left side.
We wondered who the goal-kicking responsibilities might go to. It might be with Latrell Mitchell. But here it is, Valentine Holmes lining it up to try and convert his own try. 76% was his goal-kicking percentage in the NRL this season. It's actually inferior just to Latrell Mitchell, who is 77%.
He took over the goal-kicking duties late in the season, pretty much through Origin with Queensland, and then surpassed Chad Townsend, who started at Cronulla. It was Michael Maguire and Nathan Kalis, not the start they were after.
Well, they opened them up big time, didn't they, as Australia lead early in this match, 6-0.
Just a quick update on the conditions. It's very cool down here, but it's a little bit of breeze behind the Australian Kangaroos. It's quite gusty, but it has been blowing from the south all evening, so the Kangaroos will have the advantage of the wind in the first half.
Clemmer hit strongly by Proctor. Also by Manu. Really looking to that matchup between Manu and Mitchell. For Clemmer. A couple of carries from him. Good pace to the game as Mitchell. Right on the 30. They're looking to slow the ball down there as Brandon Smith. He's a real pocket rocket. Easily the biggest game of Brandon Smith's career right now as McLean is met strongly there. Good solid defence coming in from Fisher Harris for the Kiwis. Maguire. That defensive line,
big yards on it.
Wide of the ruck, yeah, not good there for New Zealand at the moment. Cherry Evans. Pedaling nicely there is Manu, who has backed it to Rapana, and now Watanesa Lesniak running across field. This is Masters. Scored on debut for the Kiwis back in the Denver test against England. Here's Malmalo hitting the line strongly. Wonderful season for Ken Malmalo. Thoroughly deserves his opportunity in this Kiwis jumper as Rapana tries to sneak under the defensive line there of Kaufusi. Bromwich handles. Strong defence coming in from Luke Carey there, and also Boyd Cordner. It was on James Fisher-Harris. Wairia Hargreaves. Isn't he good at the end of the season for the Roosters? Can he replicate it here for New Zealand? Last play is Johnson, wearing 6 on his back in this game, of course, as Holmes waits for this one. Holds up in the breeze quite nicely for Valentine Holmes there.
So important just to get one quick play the ball in a set of 6 to build the momentum of and actually change your attacking structure. All the play the ball so far for the Kiwis has been one-paced.
Tedesco running onto that one beautifully was Dane Gagai. Stopped in his tracks solidly there by Wairua-Hargreaves, and Brandon Smith, right knee heavily strapped. But Brandon Smith on debut here for New Zealand. Clever it is again. 2 tackles left in the set. Maguire, they're going to run it on the 5th here. Out of the left again. Mitchell in space. Mitchell. Oh, he's all power and force. But that's gone forward off Luke Keary. But the danger that Latrell Mitchell possesses on full display again.
This right edge for the Kiwis is going backwards in Australia. They were just spoilt for options here. Tedesco sums it up nicely. He catches Joey Manu just a little bit infield. Rapana didn't go with him. And then there was 1, 2, 3, 4 waiting for the ball on the inside. Keary gets a hand to it. Tom Trebojevic, who's playing at right centre, right over on the left side.
Well, James Tedesco, in the lead up to this game, in the media this week mentioned there's always been a little bit of niggle in between Manu and Mitchell at training. They like to have a little bit of edge to their training. Well, there's no contest who's winning that little battle at the moment. Is Fisher Harris. Hits the line strongly. Trebojevic. Keep our eyes on him. He's wearing 3 in this game, usually on the wing or most preferably at fullback. Bromwich with post meters. This contact meters made there by Bromwich as he's up towards the halfway line. Smith. Nikarima. Here's Isaac Liu. He's looking to get a bit more urgency with their ball handling here as Nikarima uses Johnson again. This is Fisher Harris. Ball handling and passing this time from the Kiwis in this set, but they're on the last. Johnson runs. Tedesco, good hands from him, but Manu makes the tackle. Not a bad set there though from New Zealand.
Yeah, slowly they're working their way down into the right end of the football field. This time their last play option was just 20 metres out from the line. Here comes the cavalry. This is better.
Looking for some offensive defence. And again, good solid connection there. Dane Gagai it was. McLean. He's a big man, Jordan McLean. 118 kilos. North Queensland muscle on McLean. Well, they've trapped the Aussies inside their 30. Quick play the ball and they're away again. Beautiful ball handling. Oh, Mitchell, but the pass is forward. Gee, they got out of jail there, the Kiwis.
They come down a little short side. Really clever play from Tedesco here. And the ball just drifts forward. They're a threat, aren't they? Val Holmes having a field day. Tedesco, watch him, Latrell, and then inside to Holmes. Grasping tackle there from Fisher Harris, which actually misses the mark, but puts enough pressure on Val to get it wrong. Otherwise, it would shut the gate for Latrell Mitchell.
Oh, there's no substitute for speed, is there? Tedesco really fast over the advantage line.
Let's go!
Very good with Latrell Mitchell, and obviously Valentine Holmes is a speedster as well. So expect plenty more traffic down this right edge of the Kiwis.
Surrender! Stand now! Go! That's 1.
Smith it is. What it is, and Lesniak says, see you later to Maguire. What I love about Dylan Watanisa Lesniak. Now Smith runs from dummy half. Passes to his staunch teammate Bromwich.
Get up for this, David!
More field position now for the Kiwis. Valentine Holmes scored the try after 2 minutes, remember, for Australia as Nikarima gives it to Johnson. Here's Rapana. Manu collects it.
No disadvantage.
Manu settles it down 15 metres out. 2 tackles left in the set. Rapana. Johnson. Here's Wairua-Hargreaves, but Kalfusi lines him up. Those two did battle in the grand final a couple of weeks ago. Smith. Here's Johnson. Kicks for Proctor. Just impeded a little bit there, but it's going to be a line dropout.
Second time Sean Johnson Comes to the line down this right end edge. He gets his kick right. The first one bounced up nicely for Tedesco. Now the chance to apply a little bit more pressure with a repeat set of 6. Let's have a look at Dallin. Goes straight over the top of Josh Maguire. Somewhat a speed bump, wasn't it?
Stay behind.
And then beautiful work, sums it up. He's so gifted, Shaun Johnson. Kicks late at the line.
Stay behind, guys!
Good last couple of sets there to the Kiwis.
Let's go. Stay behind.
Mitchell's given that a big thump.
Plenty of height too, didn't he?
There's Bromwich. And underline how he and Kevin Proctor really make a statement in this game. Smith. There's Wairia Hargreaves again. In fact, it's Fisher Harris. Good depth on the bench too to Almata Pau. Here's Johnson again. Now it's Wairia Hargreaves. Cut down beautifully there by Maguire. Johnson. Bromwich again standing a bit wider of the ruck this time, and look at the meters. Gobbled up there by Bromwich. That was just classic run there from Jesse Bromwich. Smith. They're off their line very quickly there, Australia. Actually climbed the referee. Didn't blow his whistle though as Liu plays it. On the last play, Johnson again. Here comes Wataniza. Let's have Nikarima. In fact, Nikarima. It's been forced again by Tedesco. He couldn't let that one roll, I reckon.
Nice variation in the halves here. Shaun Johnson and Cody Nikarima interchanging first and second receivers. Most of the play's been directed at this right here, as we've seen the last 3 times the last play attack has come to the right. This time it's Johnson to Nikarima, and it's his turn to find an option, and that option is still the kick in behind. I'd love to see them chance their arm down the left, or possibly something back through the middle the next time they get an opportunity.
Good pace to the Kiwis attack in these last 2 to 3 sets. But they haven't turned it into points. This time it's Jared hitting the line. He's enjoying a nice territorial advantage as Fisher Harris again. James Fisher Harris in his 3rd test. Debuted against Scotland in their draw. Infamous draw back in 2016. Johnson. This is Proctor. And Proctor enjoying his 18th appearance for his country in this game. Smith again. Johnson used. Short pass this time. Liu, the timing not quite there though, but it's still. Liu makes the best out of a slightly imperfect situation, and there's the first penalty of the game for New Zealand.
Yes, he's got Australia all offside on the right edge there. It's the edge of Tom Travojevic.
They're going to take the 2, won't they? They were nodding towards the post, but they're not going to take the 2. Green and Cook making the tackle. The Aussie defence really under the pump at the moment. Manu using that big body. He gets close. Johnson. Back to Smith. Wairia Hargreaves. Midway through the set. Smith again. He's been good so far. Nikarima back inside to Fisher Harris, but the defence came up nicely on the inside. Now, has that come off Carey for a knock-on?
Yeah, it is. Good call, Glenn. There's an opportunity there. First time they've come back on the inside. Brandon Smith, I thought he might have been able to shift it early. But he took the ball to a player and then shifted it around the back.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the replay if we get one.
There, but I want you to get up straight away.
Here, Nikarima steps, and then it's Fisher Harris in there. I thought if Brandon Smith moved it straight away, it would have hit Hargreaves.
What the Kangaroos are doing really well at the moment is peeling out of that tackle and getting their line set, so it's making the Kiwi team turn the ball back on the inside. So the Kiwis need to leave some players on the ground to get some ruck speed, and they might get a few more line breaks.
Feet down, Josh. Out.
Oh, short pass. Short pass, Rapana. Slightly flat pass too, wasn't it, Rapana? Now Smith. What's happened there? There's another penalty now. Is that a professional foul?
This is really close. Tom Trbojevic was way offside. He was nearly standing in the Kiwi back line.
Just in line here, Dallin. What are you doing, mate? Tap.
Well, there's no thought of a
Stay on the
sin bin.
line. Go.
Well, the Kiwis are going to hammer away again.
Surrender. Stand now. Go, one, that's okay.
Go open side.
Keep going.
Here's Johnson again to Proctor.
Good, get him now.
Someone's injured. Carey looks like he's been knocked out stone cold. There's some concern immediately for him.
Yeah, he didn't move. Kevin Proctor steps from right to left. I've got a funny feeling he gets himself in a pretty awkward position, Luke Carey. He might have copped a glancing blow. So much possession for the Kiwis in this end of the football field. No points as of yet. Those two penalties might compound possibly another one for Australia, and they may be in trouble. So I guess this will come off for an HIA, and Ben Hunt will come onto the football field and jump straight into his role. Let's have a look here. They shift out to Johnson, who'll shift it to KP. Kevin Proctor, nice footwork there. Look, and he just gets himself all twisted and leads with his head. Cops two knees.
Very wonderful season for the Roosters. His time on the field ending at the 17th minute mark. Ben Hunt is going to come on. Ben Hunt coming on for his 5th appearance for Australia. All of them from the interchange.
See the work of Kevin Proctor at right edge here.
He means business, Proctor.
The school of thought that some thought Joseph Tarpanet might have schooled up that position, but welcome back to KP.
Michael Maguire earlier on in the week mentioned Tarpanet on quite right after that broken thumb. Gee whiz, Johnson almost dropped it, but almost as good enough. Possession to continue. 2 tackles, 3 tackles left in this set. Wairia Hargreaves to Nikarima. This is looking better. Watanabe's left in. Malmalo has Ken scored in the corner.
They're going to go upstairs. But boy, hasn't this guy Ken Mamalo become a crowd favourite here at Mount Smart.
Okay, confirm that the ball is grounded on a touching goal line. Confirm where he jumps from.
Very interesting to see why he's called no try. He's put it on the line.
Kevin Milo grounds the ball on the touching goal line. We have a decision.
That's tough luck, isn't it?
I thought they'd messed the play up a little bit. It was Isaac Liu didn't really know where the block run was. It was confirmation of no try.
I was all right with that, yeah.
Surely we could have gone to the replay screen to see where the first part of the football touched the green. But anyway, this is where Isaac Liu runs out. And then it's a good skip pass from Dallin Watene-Zelezniak to Mamalo.
Stay on the line.
And again, he's becoming more and more athletic. I don't think he would have put himself in that position 2 years
We
ago.
can't come there and balk it. Let's just play the ball there. Stay on side till he taps it.
Australia hang on after
Okay, let's
that
go.
long period of attack from the Kiwis.
Move out! That's it.
New Zealand come up empty.
The last defensive set for the Kiwis was their best one so far in this match. This one needs to match it as well. Now Meninga.
That's right. Go.
Adrian Lamb up there as well, yes. This is where Australia can really make you pay. Come off a defensive stint and bounce back with a try immediately. Snacking off against Australia, they'll make you pay as Cook swings it out to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans throws a dummy this time.
Jesse move! Here's 10, Jared. No, David Hilkett. Go. 4.
Cook, Tedesco. Cook and Tedesco had a good combination during State of Origin, didn't they? They have played together, those two. Here's Cherry Evans. Going for Mitchell on this left edge.
He's on the ground.
And the Kiwi survivor, Rapana has it.
Yeah, Jordan Rapana just dropped back in behind, and Sean Johnson giving him a nice little bit of cover there as well. This is Manu trying to get to centre field. 1, 2, 3, 4 Australians in the tackle.
Zlatan Lesniak.
Police move. Here's 10, Tom.
No Roger Tuivasa-Sheck in this game, remember. Malo.
Police, get out.
Very good player, very good season for Watani Lesniak for Penrith. Wairia Hargreaves. He's in the thick of it. That's his 8th carry already. I mean, a good stint in the first 19 minutes. Now there's Johnson inside the 40. Looking for a 40-20 though, and it's bounced kindly, has it? Well, it did initially, but Gungai in the end forced to tidy it up.
So Aaron Woods is on the football field. Jordan McLean has got a spell already on the bench.
As is Jake Tarajovic, just entered the field for the other front rower.
Penalty against New Zealand. That's the first one they've conceded in the game.
Too slow, guys. Just over here, Dally.
Liu. He's also played for Samoa, of course, in International Rugby League.
Stay behind, guys. Let's go.
No changes yet for the Kiwis, it seems. Woods is on for Clemmer.
Hold Jesse, drive
Boyvich is
down.
on for McLean. Kalfusi, the Auckland-born player in this Australian team. Elise Kalfusi.
Okay, one there.
Cook. Oh! Like you knocked it on.
Damien Cook just took off without the football this time. All the way down south of Wollongong, Ball and Greenpoint, a beautiful part of the world. Have a look at it here, Kalfusi, and off he goes, but hello.
He's over here, guys.
Got to take the football with me.
Second row.
So important for at some stage in this test match for New Zealand to lead. To actually just put some pressure back on Australia and the new spine of Australia to see how they react.
Stay in, James. 2 hands, Cody. Feet down, Felice.
No Luke Keary now, remember. He's off for that HIA after collecting the head on the knee. Hunt straight into action there, making good tackle on the Kiwi skipper in this game. Johnson. Well, they're up very quickly that time on Fisher-Harris. Josh Maguire is opposite number.
Don't you hold him. Go.
James Fisher-Harris, no chance for him. Stretch those legs, infield pass this time to Bromwich. Variety to the Kiwis.
Don't lock him in, Jesse.
Attacks so far. The Aussies have repelled everything. Woods in there making a tackle this time. Same with Maguire.
Wait, Jake, wait.
Finish off Wairia Hargreaves this time. Johnson again. Jesse Bromwich being very active early. 10 metres out. Last tackle. Smith. Johnson again. It's played out. It's going to be 6 more tackles. Watani Lesniak. Can he find some space, some holes up the middle? Now on this right edge. Manu. Plenty of Australians there, though, to stop Big Joseph Manu.
Okay, we're going to go tackle 1. Take it out 10 metres. Joseph, play the ball, mate.
Ashley Klein, the referee, called Howell right at the end of there, which means they go back to the 10 for the second tackle.
On, go.
Wrapping up. Johnson, Fisher-Harris.
Stand out! Back foot here. You dropped. Go.
Back-to-back sets here. Can the Kiwis get some points? Johnson to Proctor, short pass. Looks for the offload, Proctor, but couldn't. Release the ball that time. Smith. Johnson. Can they pull the trigger this time? Fast hands. It's Masters with a rear touch in this game. Isan Masters. And that might have drifted forward. It has. Isan Masters playing in the left centre.
His first touch really of the game. Isan Masters gets it wrong. There's an opportunity there as well, but the pass just drifts forward. Here sums it up, and the call's correct.
Second rows.
It's disappointing. Most of the attack has been down the right edge for the Kiwis, and the last time they went to the left, Mamalo comes up short in the corner.
Good work. Just hold there, Cody.
Score remains 6 points to 0 with Valentine Holmes getting the try in the 3rd minute of the game for Australia. And he kicked his own conversion as well.
Hold straight, wait here, wait. Go, 1.
Cook, Trbojevic.
Looks like there'll be a double change coming up for the Kiwis, Marty Tapau and also Kenny Bromwich, so expect Brandon Smith to get a breather.
McGuire.
Jesse, next to me here, Kevin. Wait, go.
Aaron Woods. Oh, he's got an awkward little there around the neck. It was from Bromwich. Now Cook, tailor-made for him. Damien Cook runs for the first time in the game. That outstanding pace that he possesses on display there is Cherry Evans. Nicely controlled by Rapana. And Wataniza Lesniak has Maumalo there. No real opportunity for Big Ken Maumalo to get those legs pumping though on that occasion.
It's good to see the shift early, isn't it? On the 0 tackle. So the kick goes through. 4 times in this match so far, we've seen them shift it instead of just charging it back, maybe change the defensive line up a bit. Here's Isaac Liu. Good yards for Isaac.
Very good yards. He's going to have to play big minutes in this game. He only had 6 80-minute games this season, Isaac Liu. He's going to have some oxygen tanks required for him at the end of the game, you'd think, as Johnson runs. Here's Isaac Liu again. Sneak through the hole, but the defence has been excellent from Australia. They've only missed 3 tackles so far in the first 24 minutes. Proctor, Manu, beautiful hands there from Johnson. Johnson almost there, and it's the last play.
He didn't quite get there, but that's what you want to see. Sean backing himself, and backing himself late as well. That was oh so close. Have a look at this. Joey Manu just holding it in one hand and then Sean showing it and then couldn't quite get enough momentum to propel him towards the try line.
15 to play until half-time. Mighty Beetham, what's your thoughts so far?
Well, a couple of opportunities missed on either flank for the Kiwi side, but for me it's all about the nines and what happened. Isaac Luke, Cameron Smith, 2 of the long stages for both teams in the hook and roll, not here tonight. So it's what Brandon Smith could do. He looked good in the opening 20 minutes. Surprised he come off, but it's going to come down to Luke Keary if he can come back from the HIA. And whether Hunt will come off the bench and cover hooker or not, so stay tuned.
Sorry, Monty, to cut you a little bit short there, but Australia have coughed it up. Handed some football straight back to the Kiwis. Now, there's some points on offer here.
Well, Trbojevic it was. Jake Trbojevic, who's lost the ball there. He's there ever so slightly, has he? Yes, there it is.
He got a little bit of a helping hand on the way down.
I just thought it was a strong tackle.
I'm not quite sure why Ashley Klein to let play on there. Play go there.
Keep holding that 10, Jake, with me, all right? Gotta stay with me.
Australia have been in their own half 74% of this first 26 minutes.
Kenny, hit him, mate.
Their defence has been excellent, hasn't it? Watertight.
140 tackles to 90.
Nikarima runs. Risky pass there. Trbojevic could easily end it up in his big hands. Late one. Wataniza Lesniak did really well to hold on. Masters, big powerful lad. 105 kilos, 22 years of age. Marty Tapau is out there now. Look for the offload. There it is. Wataniza Lesniak. Could there be space out wide here for Manu? And the tackling is so good, isn't it? Lovely footwork. Roosters teammate Cordner was the tackler on that occasion. Nikarima. Tapau again. Tapau. Nice hands, that's superb. This one's going to be a score to Maumalo. Bit of justice there for Ken.
Don't worry about the hands. What about the tunnel ball? Marty Tapau. He's only been on the field 2 minutes. He's got 2 offloads already. He's nearly 80 this year for the season. And Ken Maumalo, he has been so highly involved this season, and it's a credit to him. They shift across. Marty Tapau cracks in between his 2 Manly teammates, Trbojevic and Cherry Evans. The tunnel ball from Dallin, and then just nice hands to Ken Mamalo. Liu to Masters to Mamalo.
He only got 5 tries this season, Ken Mamalo, but in many aspects of his play, actually outshone David Fusitua, who got all the headlines for his try-scoring exploits this season. But Mamalo has had a fantastic season. Great try there to the Kiwis, Justin.
Yeah, great try for Ken Mamalo there. And offloads, they're so hard to defend. Marty Tapau coming on, 2 offloads, as Daryl mentioned. All their structured play, the Kiwis, they weren't able to break them down. Didn't force the Kangaroos to miss many tackles. I still think they're in single figures for missed tackles, the Kangaroos. But offloads, that's the key for this Kiwis team. If they can offload the football and find some space on the outside, they're a really good chance of breaking down this Kangaroos defence.
Sean Johnson now. 183 points in the Kiwis jersey for him.
Isn't it his greatest season with the boot? Sean Johnson kicking at about 75%. Their son Masters also a goal kicker, and Jermaine Sako not required this evening. They all kick about the same, at 75%. Let's have a look at the strike. Strike's good. It just drags it to the left.
Good signs, though, for the Kiwis in these last 20 minutes. They've looked good.
Ken Mamalo ran for more metres than anyone else in this Kiwi side this year. 2,480 metres. There's the tunnel ball. Remember doing that in the backyard? Do it at primary school as well, wouldn't you?
A wonderful play. Good link there from Isaac Liu as well, as Mitchell restarts playing. And Justin, you got an update on Luke Keary?
Yes, and it's bad news for the Kangaroos. Luke Keary hasn't passed his HIA, so he will not be returning for the remainder of the match.
All right, so Ben Hunt, step on up. Makes the spine then to Disco. It's going to be a penalty to the Kiwis. So Hunt and Cherry Evans now in the halves.
Yeah, 4 penalties now for Australia.
Your marks here.
The Kiwis only been penalised once. The Kiwis sitting on a healthy 86% completion.
Let's hold, guys. Got to hold.
Masters. I don't know if Nicarima was expecting it, but Kenny Bromwich has it.
Stand now.
Nicarima will slot into dummy half now with Brandon Smith off the field after 20 minutes of play. There's Wairia Hargreaves remaining out there. He's been playing good minutes this season. 44 minutes actually only per game this season, Jared, and he's already out there for 30. Johnson, Proctor. He's made post-contact by a lot of Kiwi players. Been impressive so far in this game. Only made 2 errors in the game as well in 30 minutes. To Power. Right on the 30. Bromwich at dummy half this time. Now Nicarima. The tackle counter's restarted. So look, Isaac Liu heard the call and just took the tackle. Smart play from Isaac Liu. As the Kiwis enjoy more possession. It's battering away against this Australian defence, which continues to hold on impressively. Woods again in there making a tackle. Cook and Kaufusi and Maguire have already made 20 tackles each in the game. Proctor, great hands. As the Kiwis swing on to attack again, Rapana with a hole. Almost caught them on the hop. Nice variety there from Jordan Rapana. Johnson again. Bromwich. Nicarima kicks for Mamalo again. Tedesco can do nothing but force it for another line drop out, the third of the game.
Really good width and attack from the Kiwis here. Jordan Rapana has a little crack on his own on the far right. And then 2 plays later, they shift it right across. This is where Jordan spots a little hole, trying to keep them napping. And here, away they go to Bromwich. And now Nicarima had to square himself up just to get a kick through, but look at that. 1, 2, 3 Kiwis in the chase. And Australia have been working out of their own end for the majority of this 30 minutes they've played. They've got some more defending to do.
Mitchell again. Gives a good one, doesn't he? Kalfusi, Trebojevic, Cherry Evans. I've seen Cherry Evans touch the ball in this game. And just shifting it forward is Fisher Harris. Meets some strong Australian defence again. Thomas lined out to the right here for the Kiwis. Early in this set. Frizell gets a taste of the action. That's a beautiful line there from Watene Zelezniak. Good pass too from Wairia Hargreaves. Fast play the ball too. There's the Kiwis on the front foot again. Here comes Johnson. Kicks and Tedesco. Well, you can see what Johnson was thinking, but the execution not quite there, Daryl.
Good cover from Tedesco. This is Gagai. He's going backwards. So much football, but only 4 points as reward. Kalfusi.
Tom Trebojevic. Cook. Jake Trebojevic this time. Fisher Harris wraps him up.
Oh, good D on the right this time from Joey Manu. Raced up and cut them off. Here's Cook.
He's looking for a bit of a hole down the centre, but that's straight to Watene Zelezniak. Look out! He just loves running straight at players.
Didn't really want to accommodate him, Cherry Evans, did he?
Earns a penalty too.
Off the back of that, with that energy, that desire and determination that is Dallin Watene Zelezniak, the captain. Look at this. Puts the head down.
Stay behind, guys.
He's not the biggest rooster in town.
There we are, Sean, just there.
Great desire.
They need more of that, the Kiwis. They need more fight on the ground. Leave those Kangaroo defenders on the ground to get some space on their structured play.
Michael Maguire was sitting in the coach's box thinking, that's why I made him captain. So what you want your captain to do is Isaac Liu. Good carry from him in the early part of this set. Here's Tapau from a long way back. Tedesco in there making the tackle. Once again, we're inside the 10. Nikarima. Johnson again. Manu again. Manu this time. He can't get that ball down. He did maybe. Rapina wants the try to be given. He's absolutely convinced, and Manu is as well.
You try taking it off Joseph now.
All right, Chibs.
He's mid-celebration.
I think the touch he's seen it too.
All right, we have a try.
Oh, they've called it.
They
So give us a
maintain
reason why not.
possession. We have the element of stripping the ball as well. So we potentially have a penalty if he knocks the ball on at any stage.
Now Manu. How strong is he here? You can see the touch. He just runs out a shot and was convinced he saw Manu ground the ball. He hasn't grounded it yet. And here it comes, is it? I think it's after that again.
Quickly determined Joseph Manu maintains possession.
There. That's where Rapina is. That's why he says it's a try.
Cheers clear, Jordan Rapana, driver.
There'll be a question mark on Rapana whether or not he's pushed the defender off him. That's what they'll be looking at now.
They won't worry about that, Justin.
Joseph Manu brings the left hand back to the ball and maintains possession, grounds it in the end goal. We have a decision.
That was a fair old effort from Joseph Manu, who is going to be rewarded with a try-on debut for the Kiwis.
Scored the first try of the grand final 2 weeks ago for the Roosters, Joseph Manu. What I really like here about Joseph Manu, the first couple of opportunities, he's pulled out his step to try and get inside Latrell Mitchell. And on this occasion, as you watch it unfold, he backs himself on the outside. So here's the pass from Johnson. We thought he was setting up for the step, and there he goes. He shimmies to the outside and the right, and doesn't produce the step to the side. A good fend. They said Latrell had the best fend. I got one too, says Joseph.
I tell you that, Joseph Manu, the Kiwis go on to win this game. Justin Morgan will be enjoying having a drink with Latrell Mitchell at the end of this one.
Oh, aren't we lucky? Fantastic young centres on display there. Latrell Mitchell got the points decision for the first 20 minutes of the half. Sean, hits it nicely just away to the left, doesn't convert the try. But Joseph Manu, the second part of the first half, he's got the points decision. A nice try there for the young fella on debut. The Roosters very lucky to have these two guys on their books.
Scored a try in the grand final. He was a junior Kiwi back in 2015 as well. Fine season, Joseph Manu. Jordan Ruffin has got great credentials to be an official at the end of his playing career after awarding that try. As Leeson Almar will be playing a lot more footy on this field next year when he joins the Warriors at the conclusion of the international season.
Fisher Harris is putting in a good shift, isn't he? Highly involved. That's hit up number 9 for him.
Again, he's going to have to go big minutes in this. He's averaged 56 minutes a game this season. He's had 36 minutes. Again, heads up towards the halfway line. Johnson. Straight down to Valentine Holmes. Try scorer for Australia. Oh, good defence there on the...
He's had a good edge up there. Cody Nikarima on the left. Led the players in front of him, pushing Valentine Holmes back towards the middle of the field.
There's two very good tackles there from Kenny Bromwich. Slowed to play the ball right down as well. Trebojevic. He lost it. Oh, where did he lose that?
Well, they all look a little bit dumbfounded, don't they? He said, who? Me? What's going on? Tom says, where?
Well, that was conclusive, wasn't it? What did I lose it in the tackle?
Second rows and lots behind here.
And now the errors against Australia are starting to tell a story. 8 errors to New Zealand's 2.
Find in,
Ball
guys.
handling has been excellent this game.
Just make sure you're strong with the calls, Bruce.
This is Tom. A little bit of an unfamiliar
Let's go, here we go, boys!
position at right centre for him. Just trying to get himself involved. Maybe he loses the ball there into the Kiwi player. Ken Mamalo gets a big, don't argue from Boyd Cordner.
That's a strong tackle. Go, one there, it's all right.
That's well picked up by Ashley Klein, actually, the referee there. That loose carry from Tom Trebojevic. 2 minutes left until half-time. Gee, the Kiwis would love one more. Good footwork by Leeson Almar that time as he heads down to the 20.
Get up there, Jake! Okay, go.
Kenny Bromwich at dummy half. Johnson. Here goes Johnson, putting the footwork on. Then a strong first half from Johnson, has he?
Here, Tyson. Oh, go.
Bromwich. Fisher Harris nicely runs onto that one.
Ran straight at Cook.
Last play here, Bromwich. Shocking pass. Manu kicks. Oh, what did he get it down? Well, if that hasn't got you off your couch, nothing will.
I don't know if he's onside.
Okay. Chiefs, I need you to go back first to the pick up. Last tackle of a try. Now we need to confirm Joseph Manu does not knock the ball on. He maintains possession. Then just confirm the onside offside and that Dallin maintains possession through the catch into the grounding.
Oh, but to look at then.
The ball hits the ground, and I'm sure Joseph Manu, yes, picks it up well.
Oh, gee, that's a close call, isn't it?
Yeah, but at no time does his fingertips that are touching the football lose control once they actually start the contact.
He's used the ground to help him to recover. Did you let him know?
Yeah, if his hands are on, it's all right.
What do they say?
It's interesting listening to the referee there. He reckons it's okay. But they are really analysing it, aren't they?
Didn't you determine that Joseph Manu
degree.
takes possession cleanly before the ball strikes the ground?
Did you mop the sweat off your brow there, Darryl?
Let's use the ground to get it back up.
The ball contacts Joseph Manu's left hand, then contacts the ground before the right hand makes contact. We have a decision.
Okay, thank you. Yep, hand over, 15 out. 15 out, 15 in.
Well, I'm not 100% on that.
Gee, that's tough.
Let's go.
Oh, we're going to look at that as well. So last tackle's going to be a handover.
Well, it's going to be Australian ball. We have less than 90 seconds to go in the first half.
Just wait. Wait, Ben. Go. No tackle. Okay, reset.
Frizzell. Out there now, Tyson Frizzell. Well, all the Australian players have seen action in this first half. No sign of Adam Blair just yet for the Kiwis. Most experienced player in this Kiwis lineup. Gets out there of his 45th test. Cook, Kalfusi. Cook again. Short ball this time, Cherry Evans. Oh, what a pass. Trbojevic. This should be a try to Gagai. And that's what the Aussies can do. The Kangaroos at their best. Possession against them, territory against them. Yet they'll lead at half-time.
Short side plays here for Australia in the very last minute of the first half. They haven't even been down this end for the last 25 minutes. And well, out of nothing, they deliver a blow. This is the end of the Manu kick and the Zelezniak no try. And then off the back of it, Cherry Evans goes down. Mamalo can't get himself in the way of Tom Trbojevic. Nice little ball on the inside to Gagai. And there's try number 2 for the Kangaroos.
It's a 4th try in Gagai's career in the Australian jumper. Boy, you slacking off for a second, Justin Morgan. Touched on, Bell. Really hurt you, the Aussies.
Yeah, they will. And Daly Cherry Evans, a lot of pressure on his shoulders now that his halves partner Luke Keary won't be back. And obviously without the experience of Cameron Smith at the number 9 position, had a huge hand in that try. They would be expecting him in the second half to continue to lead this Kangaroos. But they absorb pressure so well and bounce back just before half-time.
So Holmes it is for a 4-point lead. So goal kicking's proved critical in this first half too, with Johnson none from 2 and Holmes 2 from 2. 12 points to 8 is the halftime score here at Mount Smart Stadium.
Midlife crisis said sports car. Kids said MPV. I said, not my style. The boss said coupe. The dog said SUV. I said, why not both? She said this, he said that. I say, a Rona. The new Seat Arona. Do your thing.
Original source, 100% natural fragrance. We pack more in so you can.
At Shark, we know the real test of any vacuum is in the home. So we challenge these people to try our most advanced lift-away yet.
We've got a lot of really high ceilings. Shark makes life really, really easy.
I've got a fox red Labrador that leaves red hairs everywhere, and I find the Duo Clean does an amazing job at really picking up the hairs.
I would give the Shark Powered Lift Away 5 stars.
5 stars.
Shark, the UK's fastest growing vacuum cleaner brand. In store now.
Oh, we should do this again, guys. But let's go somewhere different. Why don't we go to Malaga?
Yeah.
Okay. Boutique hotel with a pool near the beach. That one's perfect. Let's do it. Find your ideal hotel on Trivago by simply selecting the filters and comparing prices from multiple websites. Hotel Trivago.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
With everyday low prices and nothing to pay until 2019, there's no need to wait for your dream kitchen. You can do it when you're B&Q it.
Lloyds Bank, by your side.
Wouldn't it be nice to keep things you normally lose? Well, unlike anyone else, Sky Mobile rolls over all your unused data for up to 3 years.
So it's there when you need it most.
Sky Mobile. Hello, possible.
12-8, the Kangaroos led at half-time in this Trans-Tasman test. It all happened all too quickly. Valentine Holmes given a glory run on the back of Latrell Mitchell.
They loaded up that left side. They did it 3 times in the first half and looked dangerous every time. And you know, you see the Kiwis have jammed a little too late. I think their spaces are a bit too tight, Stephen, and the Aussies look very dangerous down their left edge.
It was a bit of a dream run for Valentine Holmes, but then it all stopped and the Kiwis decided, well, they got their wake-up call. This one so close for Ken Maumalo. I mean, he knows how to pull something out of the hat, but this time hits the dead ball line. Not going to happen, so no try. But finally, they will get one through Kenny Maumalo.
Yeah, he was so close in that first one, but here, Marty Tapau comes on. This is the second offload on a second run. Look at Zelezniak through the legs, to Lou, to Masters, out to Maumalo. Outstanding. You know, and I guess the Kiwis on the board give them a bit of confidence.
No conversion from Sean Johnson, then Joseph Manu on debut. This was all strength, and he's a great fend on Mitchell.
Well, he did a Latrell on Latrell, didn't he? He jumped out and got that beautiful left-hand fend on that outline. Very strong as Manu gets over for a well-deserved try.
Yeah, not bad, and well-deserved on the back of some wonderful form. This one here, though, the no try coming up from Dylan Watney-Zelezniak. Great work, but calling Joseph Manu, saying he'd knocked on, that's got me baffled. Was that a knock-on? No.
I thought he had control. What about Zelezniak? You know, captain's not. Here's a reality check. You know, really poor defence there by the Kiwis. They doubled up, went down the short side. Cherry Evans saw the numbers. That's a reality check to the Kiwis.
And you know what's even more amazing about that try going into the half-time? Because for 74% of that 40 minutes, Australia had been playing in their own half.
Yeah.
And you were thinking, man, they're going to struggle here. The completion rate's low. The possession, look, it's almost 70-30. And then you look at the amount of defence they've had to do when you look at the tackling. They've done a poultice, look, 126 tackles by the Kiwis, 207. And in their own half, 74%. Yet they go and burn you just before the break.
Well, the issue for the Kiwis here is their defence. They've got to get that sorted. You know, offence is okay. Like the Australian team's actually defending, you know, very well, as they do. They get in the ruck and get control there, so they're able to get back and get their spacings. That's what the Kiwis need to do in the second half. Now, all that possession, that can count in the last quarter of the game. You know, so not all's lost here. All the Kiwis got to do is get control of the ruck, get their defence right, and maintain the possession of the ball, and they may catch the Aussies in the last quarter.
207 tackles the Aussies have made. It's going to pay at the back end.
Yes, it could do.
All right, we'll find out. Let's see what Monty and Richie think about this one, lads. Hell of a first half, and ouch, just before half-time.
Well, I think international rugby league is alive, Stephen. We've got a contest on the hands, but I talked to former Kiwi captain now, Richie. After a great try from Australia, what was the key to the Kiwis' comeback?
I thought they really had composure. I thought they built pressure, which was the key thing there, the 3 repeat sets. And then Bromwich Hargreaves dominated through the middle. And I thought the right side was Sean Johnson and Joseph Manu on the right. They just kept peppering. But there was an element of real control. Their defence online was fantastic, camping them in the red zone.
What needs to be done in the second half if they are to go on and win this match at home?
I think, again, it's building pressure, and I think just having the defensive qualities and sustained thinking in defence, like we saw there, the Aussies can really fire shots and can convert.
Well, he's excited. I'm excited too. We're down here and it's cold, but I can tell you what, we're being warmed by the fact that we've got a contest on the hand between 2 powerhouses in rugby league, Stephen.
They are certainly delivering at the moment in this Trans-Tasman test, but it's the big men for the Kiwis that stand out. A lot of people criticise JWH for not performing on the international stage. He has performed like the first half of the grand final tonight.
He's really performed well, and, you know, we're yet to have Blair on the field. Can I just add, too, that I thought Brandon Smith's first stint was really
Great
good.
service, huh?
Yeah, and I'd like to see him get back on soon. I think they're smoother in their offence with him at dummy half as opposed to Bromwich.
It is all on, and it's only 4 points the gap between the Kiwis and the Kangaroos. What unfolds in the second 40? Do not go anywhere. This one is going to the wire.
Tyres are put to the test every day, everywhere around the world. So Michelin has developed a tyre that's suitable, whatever the weather, whatever the time of year. Michelin Cross Climate Plus. Arm yourself for every weather condition. Now available at Quick Fit.
Hey! Welcome home. Can you smell the incense? Relaxing.
What's all this?
Say hello to Pumpkin. Isn't she cute? So remember when I said not to use purple bricks?
Yeah, you said we'd have to do it all ourselves.
Apparently they can do everything for you. Sarah and Dom love them.
So why did we pay all that commission?
Save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.co.uk.
Ah, a romantic dinner for 2. And a tricky moment for 1. If only this poor chap had spent a few more moments buying his car or home insurance through a well-known website, he could have saved himself money in thousands of quality independent restaurants nationwide. Perhaps somebody should let him know.
Go!
Or maybe this isn't the moment. Let's just hope he sees the commercial.
At Shark, we know the real test of any vacuum is in the home. So we challenge these people to try our most advanced lift-away yet.
We have 3 daughters, we have glitter, we have sequins, we have all sorts of mess. The Duo Clean has been brilliant.
It gives me the freedom to vacuum up the stairs. I love it. Fantastic. I'd give the Shark 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Shark, the UK's fastest growing vacuum cleaner brand. In store now.
Hi, can I have a Coca-Cola, please?
With sugar or without sugar?
Neither. I just love Coke.
Oh, another!
I always let them know I'm on my way. It's part of the fun. They just want to know I'm coming home. They follow that little car right to our front door. I don't know who gets more excited that I'll be home for bedtime. Them or me.
Bye-bye. You good? Yeah. Alexa, turn it up.
Here's your reminder. Laura says the teething ring is in the freezer. Laura scheduled a play date for 3 p.m. I'm reminding you, Laura loves you and you're doing a great job.
Points to 8 is the halftime score here at Mount Smart Stadium. Sustained period of attack by the Kiwis hasn't resulted in the halftime lead for the home side, even though Maumalo got over for his first try in a Kiwis jumper, and that was followed by Manu, who also did the same. 2 tries to Australia in the first half. At both ends of the first half. Valentine Holmes in the first couple of minutes, and then Dane Gagai right at the end of the first half has them ahead 12 points to 8 with both conversions going over.
The Kiwis have had a really good first half of football outside of the start and the finish. They completed 18 sets of 6 as against the Australians 8. Heavily dominant in this game, yet Australia lead by 12 points to 8.
Well, that controversial decision made just before half-time. Manu was willing to knock the ball on. But just prior to what was a sensational score by Watani Zalesniak.
And of course,
Cook.
With only 35% possession, Australia's done the majority of their tackling. This man here on screen, Damien Cook, who's only run the ball once so far today, has notched up 30 tackles. He will have to play the full 80 now that Luke Carey is off the field. Ben Hunt may have given him a rest sometime in the second half, as was possibly scheduled. But now Ben Hunt will have to play the balance of the second half at 5'8".
Cherry Evans boycotted, captaining his country. So first half from him.
24 tackles and 4 hit-ups. Wood Gordner and Latrell Mitchell, both born in Taree, mid-north coast.
Tom Popovic playing in the centres. Alfusi, Ian, both in corner. Ray's been very good. 5 tackles, 5 carries. So comes Watani Zalesniak and the Kiwis. To make of Brandon Smith in the first half. He was here for 20 minutes and then vanished, and you reckon he needs to come back on fairly smartly?
I don't think it'll be too long before they get him back on the football field. Sean Johnson has combined really nicely with Cody Nikorima from Palmerston North. Cody, before shifting at an early age to Brisbane. Father and mother making the decision. There was opportunities galore in Queensland. Pulled the right string there. Haven't seen much of his kicking game this year at the Broncos, but a short kicking game on the left has paid a couple of nice dividends here in the first half.
Second half here at Mount Smart Stadium in the Rugby League International between Australia and New Zealand. 2 tries apiece, just goal kicking the difference. As we enter the second half. Kenny Bromwich remains on the field with Brandon Smith off it. Fisher Harris met by strong defence. Frizzell, one of the players. Damien Cook, the other. Tatau. Strong off the bench, hasn't he? Very strong. Very good impact from the interchange as Johnson handles and Proctor. Kiwis really have to keep their intensity and pace up. Tatau again. Throws himself in there to that Australian defence early in the second half. Good defensive set by Australia there. They've restricted and held New Zealand inside their own half as Johnson hoists. Holmes, one of the try scorers for Australia. Tedesco hasn't had an opportunity to wind up too much from the back so far in this game. Good start to the second half by Australia.
Hold square! Oh, guys, go.
Cook, Cordner. Proctor having a good battle. On that side of the field as Cook handles again, and Trbojevic gives it to Woods.
Surrender!
Plays it quickly, and Trbojevic runs forward nicely onto it. It's met solidly by Kenny Bromwich. play now for the Kangaroos as Jerry Evans times this one through, and it's taken nicely there by Maumalo. His hands have been very good all year.
Really good structure in that set of 6 from Australia. The second to last play, which took it to the middle. There's options to attack. There's a good carry there, as you say. This is Rapana off the back of a good play the ball from Zelezniak.
This is meters from dummy half, one of the best in the NRL as Rapana plays it quickly again, and Masters another one-off run behind the ruck. So New Zealand have gobbled up 30, 40 metres from those last 3 plays. Look good in doing so. Now Lisa Nauma again. Security is good. Much better set that time from the Kiwis. Nikarima runs. Now Johnson puts it on the toe again, and it's just dribbled into touch. Would have liked that to have gone just a little bit to the left and infield a tad.
Probably the worst kick of Shaun Johnson's this evening. He's had some good ones in the first half and started the game really, really well. Have a look how he shapes. He gets the ball late from Cody Nikarima. He shapes kick once and then goes for the second time, just creating a little bit of space in between the defenders. So it's just a little bit heavy.
Feet stay Kevin, arms around, feet stay down.
Justin, is that breeze still behind the Kiwis in the second half, or has it died down?
Yeah, it's died down a little bit, Daryl. It's a little bit gusty, but you expect the wind to pick up at certain times, but it's certainly not as strong as it was in the first half for the Kangaroos.
It was forecast as Cook leaps away from dummy half runs for the second time in the game, but Fisher Harris gets a quick stop to that and then gives away the pedal. James Fisher Harris.
He's got momentum there.
I don't know whether it was James Fisher-Harris over the top too long or a little leg pull there from Kenny Bromwich. Being really disciplined in the first half, the Kiwis. Here, look at Cook. Just gets away so easily, doesn't he? And here, so Kenny's holding on.
Second penalty of the game only against New Zealand there. Discipline's been very good. There's a flat pass. At best to Aaron Woods.
Both of this. Untangle, play the ball, tackle 2. Go, 2.
Played the short side this time as Corden hits the line strongly again. Possession. Still heavily in favour of New Zealand, 62 to 38%. Jake Trbojevic. Surge into the line there from Trbojevic. Fast play the ball too and Cooks away again. Hunt. Jerry Evans. Good tackle from Masters. Ball and all that one. Really good tackle. Marlo finishes him off nicely. Cook again. Hunt. He's going to hoist it back in field for Tedesco maybe. Ratanesa Lesniak has it.
Good play from Ken, wasn't it? Coming in to give Hassan Masters a little bit of help in hand. Here comes Rapana. Zelezniak was safe under the high ball. The crowd baying for a penalty.
Good pace again from the Kiwis. Maumalo gets to his feet quickly again. Rapana, tailor-made for him to grab another 10 metres.
Carry 11 for Ken Maumalo.
Bromwich again, and Tapau. Good roll up the middle of the field at the moment, the Kiwis, haven't they? 2 to 3 sets to start the second half. Johnson. That's too deep. To the 20 they come.
The outside backs of the Kiwis, very good in the middle of the field. Started this second half to making lots of metres. Maumalo, Masters, Rapana especially out of dummy half, making lots of metres.
Just those kicks. Just not putting the polish on those sets. Tedesco into penalty.
So now the second penalty of the second half for Australia, handing a little bit of possession to them off the back of 2 poor kicks to start the second half. I liked it in the first half where they chanced their arm and pretty much ran it, as well as having a kicking option on the last play. Maybe they can get back to that the next time they get the football.
Well, the Australians will have field position, you'd think, right at the end of the set. There's Cook. Gives it to Trbojevic. Started the second half strongly. Frizzell really yet to see him fire up too much in this match. There's been too much opportunities. It's only his second hit up as Trbojevic hauls it out to Hunt. Great pass from Hunt. Beautifully gathered in by Holmes. Rapana, good tackle.
Good D from Rapana. Pushed out from the inside.
Good shot on Holmes there and stopped his momentum dead. Hunt again. Wonderful pass from Ben Hunt there. Switch of direction again, but beautifully read by Manu on his Roosters teammate Tedesco. Cook again. Frizzell. Two tackles left in the set. Cook again. Now it's Trbojevic back inside to Cherry Evans. Nikarima grabbed him. Last tackle here for the Kangaroos. There goes Hunt. Play on is the call, and the Kiwis have it.
There's danger stations there. Zelezniak was caught at marker. And the kick goes through. There's no one home. This is Tapau. Looks like he's out of energy as well.
He's put in a big 30 minutes since being on. Liu. This is where the Australian defence is going to have some real muscle in it. But Liu does well. It'll wriggle out of the initial contact. Rapana, likewise.
That's a good run. Now quick play, the ball needed.
Lisa Naumau. Woods has him. The Kiwis have done all right to at least get to their 30. Hard yards for them in the second half so far. Holmes traps the ball. In fact, it's Dane Gangai. And back come the Kangaroos again.
Good numbers in the tackle here. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Kiwis. The Aussies are a little bit bunched here. Second tackle here now. Let's see if they can get some shape and some structure.
Adam Blair is on the field, the last player introduced into the game. All 17 players from both teams have featured. Look out, here comes Mitchell! Manu! Oh, he got rid of Manu! Mitchell, he's a handful. This could be a try out onto the right edge. Trbojevic glides his way through that Kiwis defence. Cook to Cherry Evans, now to Disco! The Kiwis stop him, 2 metres out. The Kiwis hanging on grimly here as Cook tries to find a hole, but the Kiwis get him just. It was Tapau. Cherry Evans with the kick. Great set of 6 from Australia, but the Kiwis did well to hang on there.
Oh, good D. Great scramble D. Many a holes that close late for the Kiwis. This is Latrell Mitchell just backing himself. Rapana goes low and he just pushes away from them. Manu comes across, he swivels inside, and here Tom Trbojevic heads midfield, and then they shift it to the right. And look at that, Dallin Watson and Zelezniak. Fullback on fullback. Wow, that needed to be made, that tackle.
This is the first line dropout in the game for the Kiwis.
The tempo of the game's just gone up a couple of notches. Cook's probing out of acting half.
It's been a real momentum shift. The first 10 minutes of this second half.
Well, they're going for the short kickoff, are they? No, they're not. They just faked it for a little bit there. Sean Johnson, like the NRL this season with the Warriors, as Woods brings it back to the 30. So the Australians have set themselves again. Frizzell, first up. Aaron Proctor making the tackles there. It's Trbojevic, Drake Trbojevic. Seems to find a hole, an opportunity, create an opportunity for his teammates. The Kiwis will be doing very well to hang on here. There's Cook. That was a knock-on from Ben Hunt into Sean Johnson, and the Kiwis will get the ball.
I know Sean Johnson has had his moments this year, and everyone's had their opinion about him. But one thing that has really improved is his defence. His line speed, he leads the right edge. And on this occasion, he leads it far enough up that Ben Hunt has a little bo peep and propels the football back into Sean. Have a look at this. Cook takes far too long to deliver the football, and Sean bounces in front of him. That's great D. Even though a tackle's not really made, it's taking the space.
Stay in, Aaron. Stay in, James. We'll call it. Out. That's good.
The Kiwis hang on. It's Maumalo. Wrestles his way down 25 metres out, 15 metres out rather than his own line. Isan Masters.
Aaron, get up! Mark straight to see boy. Jake, wait, Jake!
Very good season for the Tigers, Isan Masters. It's Liu. Been good, hasn't he? Isaac Liu.
Oh, he's been solid. They call him Ice.
1, 2, 3.
Just a little bit overzealous in the play of the ball. That's his 12th hit up of the match. Pretty much all targeted at Delhi Cherry Evans too. Evans is getting close to 20 tackles for the match. Cook's up to 37.
Proctor leading the tackle count for the Kiwis at 23. They have had a lot more possession. Still in possession, 59% for 41. Now Brandon Smith is back on. One would assume for the remainder of the match. Nikarima. Johnson. Takao. Maria Hargreaves and Jesse Bromwich beginning their warm-ups. Re-enter the game as well. Johnson. Bit of space here. Almar was back on the inside. Well, let's play on. Off the mark there, perhaps Almar, but back come the Kiwis through Blair. Blair almost sneaking through. Smith, back to Nikarima. Short pass to Liu. So the Kiwis back onto attack here. An opportunity. First time we've seen them down the centre of the field with the ball in hand. Smith goes for dummy half. Did Smith force it? Brandon Smith.
Unconventional. Okay. He believes he got there.
Tackle 6 here, Chids. We have a try. We need to confirm that Brandon Smith maintains possession of the ball. We do have it on the line.
Tedesco's leg initially, isn't it? Does he retain possession though? We're obscured by that angle.
He reaches out. What does this tell us here? He's still got a hold of the football there. And the arm carrying the football.
Brandon Smith maintains possession of the ball to this point.
Touch the ground, touch the ground.
Obviously clear double movement aspects and everything.
That's where it appears it's gone onto the line there.
And Brandon Smith grounds the ball in the end goal. Have a decision.
Well, Joseph Manu didn't get a good call. 5 at the end of the first half. It looks like they might get a good call here. I thought it was double movement once he broke it down, but we'll take the green light, don't worry about that. He found a way, the boy from Waiheke. All those ferry trips and those bus rides to training, all those years ago. You sense there was something special coming with him. He was so excited this week. And here, didn't know whether it was the right option on the last play. He knew it was.
Well, Brandon Smith and Joseph Manu, the two debutants in this test for the Kiwis, get over and score on debut, Justin Morgan.
Yeah, and you feel there was a hint of possible double movement, but James Tedesco actually pulls the ball towards him, and that's most probably got it on the line. Great work there from the young hooker. They've got big raps on him, obviously learning his trade from Cameron Smith down at the Melbourne Storm, and he'll be extremely happy about scoring a try in his debut. And it's game on here, 54 minutes into the second half.
Sean Johnson lining up this kick. This is actually a really good sign from the Kiwis here, Daryl. They were under the pump 10 minutes ago at the other end of the field, and they came out of it, not conceding a point. Now they've scored at the other end. Good signs for the Kiwis here.
So Sean, an important kick here. Right on the edge. Normally eats these for breakfast. Does he get a good strike? He does. Since the first two kicks across the face of goal, nails that one ice cool. And we saw Brandon Smith point to his wrist and it had rams on there. And that's all those Waiheke rams out there. They're probably here actually at Mount Smart.
Born on Waiheke Island.
Ready, guys?
Plenty of work to do for that. Brains trust in the Kiwis, Maguire, Kalis and Stacey Jones. 14-12 it is.
Plenty of time to play with 25 minutes, but I mentioned in the first half, Glenn, it'd be nice for the Kiwis to lead at some stage to challenge the resolve of this new-look Australian side without the mortal players that will be in waiting of Smith and Cronk and Slater. And now the pressure comes on Cherry Evans and Cook.
Yes, not only have Australia won 13 straight test matches, but Mel Meninga, their coach, has never been beaten as the Australian coach. 11 out of 11 for him. Great one there from Tautau. Now comes Almar again. The Kiwis making good metres up the middle of the field again. Smith, the delivery from dummy half has been much better since he's returned to the field. Too much depth on that kick from Nikorima, and Tedesco begins to set on the twin.
There's no pressure on the right there for Sean Johnson to kick the ball as well. So I question the value of coming to the left for Cody Nikorima under pressure like that. Anyway, he got it away. Good solid tackle there from Brandon Smith. Woods,
5 metres out from his own, from halfway rather. Here's Cook, waits again at dummy half. David Klemmer back out there. The last 24 minutes of the game, he's solid in that first session. David Gillard, the first one, the hoodie on the sideline, and not required for this match as the Kiwis give away their third penalty of the half now in very similar circumstances.
Give the market when referee mode. Stay behind, guys.
Now let's head to Monty Beetham's sideline. Monty?
Yeah, I've got to say, when the game's in the balance, when you've been in the situation over these years, you've got someone like Cameron Smith, future immortals, who just step up without even asking, or they make you feel at ease. But now with the changing of the guard, it's up to someone else now to put their hand up and bring this game home for the Australians.
Falls to Cherry Evans and Ben Hunt, and that man Boyd Courtney, the captain. Woods, here comes Frizzell, a dangerous ball runner. Tyson Frizzell. Lots of energy from him. He plays the ball fast. Cook from dummy half. Oh, good tackle. That was Brandon Smith, who stopped his opposite number. The threat remains for Australia. Hunt. Caught in possession is Tedesco. Joseph Manu coming more and more into this game defensively. Very important play for him there. Cook again to Klemmer. On the last play now. Kicking game becomes important here for Cherry Evans. They're going to run it. Tedesco to Trbojevic, and it's dropped by Dane Gagai. Suspect looking pass anyway as the Kiwis congratulate Kim Malmalo.
They were just hanging in there, weren't they? The Kiwis on their own line. But they forced them to play. And that's what you've got to like. Tedesco shifts it to Tom Trbojevic. There's really no space for Dane Gagai on the outside. Mamalo was all over him. A little kick in behind was the answer. Trbojevic a little bit out of position in that centre role. He'll normally catch the ball one play in at fullback where Tedesco was. This is Mamalo. Big set here for the Kiwis. Important to get to the kick here.
Maria Hargreaves back out there as the Kiwis chart goes up here at Mount Smart. Good to hear. Rapina, Bromwich, rather that's Jesse Bromwich back out there. Smith to Blair. Adam Blair not required in the first half. He won't have a problem with fatigue in this match as Smith. Wairia Hargreaves. Hasn't Brandon Smith added some real crispness out of dummy half since he's returned to the football field? Smith again, and it's Johnson. Good set coming off their own line there, but it owns. We'll go back to James Tedesco.
It was the right option for Sean to kick there. He found some space, but the bounces straight up into the hands of Tedesco, who gives it to Holmes, and how
What a pass to Mitchell! Well. Opportunity lost.
Not the first time we've seen a loose pass here. As Val Holmes pushes himself on the inside. And the lazy offload in the tackle. Latrell has a little bit of a Bo Peep.
Uncharacteristic of the Kangaroos. I think they're up to 10 errors at the moment. But a couple of moments ago, we just heard Jesse Bromwich and Jared Wairua-Hargreaves going back onto the field. Got to give a big rap to this bench of the Kiwis team. Lisa Narmau, Marty Tapau, Kenny Bromwich. They've done a fantastic job, and it's allowed Brandon Smith that little bit of a break, as you've mentioned, and he's come on full of energy. And now the two senior props back on the field, along with Adam Blair. Great job from the Kiwis bench so far.
It's a real solid middle of the field now for the Kiwis to win this match. Nikorima, short pass to Isan Masters. He's got tangled up with Nikorima there. Almost ankle tapping. Bromwich again. Give me the ball, he says. It's looking good and returning to the field. Nikorima, plenty of space for him. Quick hands required there. Good tackle from Hunt. Doesn't give Johnson any space. He's had no space at all in the second half. Has Sean Johnson. So, the Kiwis in the red zone again. Smith. Bromwich tries to burst through. Smith again. Wairua-Hargreaves at first receiver. Now Johnson. Sean Johnson. Did he go the wrong way? Smith. Oh, here's another try. Go on, Isan Masters.
No need to go upstairs for this one. Wow, they work their way back across the grain. And they do it off the back of the light stepping of Sean Johnson. Nothing on the right. They've had many opportunity on that right side this evening. And then Sean starts to dance. I thought there was a hole opening up right in the middle he was going to take on himself. And a lovely little lazy. Have a look at this, Hargreaves. Sweeps it on to Johnson, sees nothing. 1, 2, then bounces here, 3. Brandon Smith knows there's some space on the outside. Ice to Isan Masters. That's not the first time that's happened for a try tonight. Well done to Isaac Liu.
He's been in fine form tonight, Sean Johnson. His first couple of carries in the first half really threatened the line, put some kicks through. Often we see him throwing that last pass for the try, but this time it was his creative stepping, offloading to one of his teammates. And Sean Johnson, he has really led this team exceptionally well so far in this game. With 62.5 minutes gone, he's been at the forefront of a lot of what this Kiwis team's been doing.
I'll back you up there too, Justin. In the first half, we saw Sean Johnson run the ball in the first 10 minutes of the match, and he bounced around down on the try line and nearly put himself over. And I think you know Sean's on when he actually runs the ball at the line and gets tackled.
I reckon the play off the run from Johnson from Brandon Smith again was superb. He quickly got back into position and drew the man superbly to throw that pass to Liu. Really created the overlap from there. Important kick here.
Yep. His third sideline kick tonight. Let's see what sort of shape he gets on it. And yes.
Well, that kicks the Kiwis clear by an 8-point margin now, 20 points to 12. Isan Masters' second try. Scored on debut against England in Denver.
Selfless play, wasn't it? Selfless from Smith. That's what you want on a team.
The Kiwis were down by 4 at half-time, 12 points to 8. They've kept the Australians scoreless in the second half so far.
We've seen how quickly these Australians can turn in some points, so Glenn, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Don't leave your seat.
Cook's off the field.
Wait, Jordan, go. 2.
Proctor. Think about the Australians and try-scoring opportunities they've created, both from long range, Darryl. Really, it's been the Kiwis' game. It really has. Certainly been the better of the two teams to this point of the game. Blair offloads a beauty to Wairia Hargreaves-Johnson again. Interesting kick and the chase this time. Oh, it's bounced nicely to Disco. He does well to get out.
He ducked under one from Joseph Manu there.
Those black jerseys were coming.
He was zeroing in.
Oh, what a hot there from Wairia Hargreaves.
Solid run from Gagai. Great defence. Here's Mitchell.
Now Nickarema's the smallest bloke out there against one of the biggest athletic guys out there, and Mitchell doesn't go much further either.
Starting to bring the crowd into it now.
Fusi. They can smell an upset now, can't they? Now Tom Trebojevic. Those Kangaroos have lethal attackers from all over the park now. Nothing but distance from Cherry Evans on that occasion. Here comes Martinez Lesniak.
Little flutter there. The ball propels backwards. Some of the Kiwis are starting to walk back on side here. Only 4 back behind to play the ball here as Ken Mamalo rises to his feet. Rapana it is who comes into the middle with a good scampering run right down Main Street.
That's where he's so effective, isn't he? From dummy half like that. There goes Malmalo again. Didn't the wingers do a superb job there in that set? Both of them inspiring each other. Liu, he's been one of the best for the Kiwis in this game. Really, really good game from Isaac Liu. Let's play now. Here's Johnson. He's going to kick from Manu. It's taken nicely by Holmes. Great shot there from Proctor.
Haven't been able to get a contest on the kick today, have we? Jordan Rapana on that side there. To be fair, he was a little bit spent after a couple of hit-ups in the last set of 6. But I'd love to see a contest on the end of those kicks, just to finish it off properly. Oh, there's a contest.
There's plenty of vim and vigour in this Kiwi defence at the moment. Jesse Bromwich left sprawling a little bit there, but he'll be all right. Trebojevic on the 20. Clemmer with 35 out from his own line, but it's the last play to Australia as Maguire plays dummy half. And again, Cherry Evans doesn't get an overly amount of distance. And at the moment, it's the Kiwis again who have got the momentum both on defence and attack, Darryl.
That was a really difficult bounce there for Jordan Rapana. Somewhat a torpedo bounce across the field. This is Lesniak. Makes good meters.
It feels like the Kiwis have got some more points in them in this game.
They're playing at the right end of the field, Glenn.
Sure are. There's Johnson. Jesse Bromwich. Smith. Some individual brilliance could really spark this Kiwi performance into a very good win. Now Liu. Aussies on their line again. Masters to Nikarema. Johnson. Manu. It's Rapana! The Kiwis have more points in them.
What about this kid from Tokoroa? Wow! Joseph Manu, what can't you do? This is absolutely quite brilliant. The timing of it to toss the ball back infield, knowing that Jordan Rapana would be there, is quite brilliant. Every step he's made, Joseph Manu, has propelled himself into a new atmosphere. There was nothing on, and they backed themselves again on the last. We asked that of Sean, like he did in the first half. And then we'll track the play and have a look at the finish. And here it is, Nikarema to Johnson, who skips to the outside as well, then delivers a 2-on-2. Mitchell and Manu. Manu the victor again, but he's just so composed. To the outside, where are you? Here I am. Wow. Take it away, Justin.
Oh, beautiful here from Sean Johnson. I love this play. Running it on the outside. Manu gets it up over his Roosters teammate, and he gives him a little bit of a smile as he gets up off the ground here. But if the Kiwis can go on and win this game, what a great prelude to the three-match series that they play against England later this month. And apart from going into that series with a win against the Kangaroos, they'll be certainly acclimatised. It's absolutely freezing down here. I feel like I'm back at Craven Park in Hull.
No one's cold out there in a Kiwis jersey. Justin, they are red hot.
Tell you what, I don't know if this Kiwis performance, if the Kiwis to go and win, is doing Tonga any favours next week for that Australian test. No, the Australians are going to come back, aren't they?
It's an important kick as well for Sean Johnson.
Buried it.
And he has nailed it. I've got to say, there's no better right edge in the NRL than Jordan Rapana and BJ Lelua. We've got to see this Joseph Manu and Rapana play together a bit more often. We'll see more of this.
Wonderful play from Manu. Well, the Kiwis have outscored the Kangaroos in this half. 18 points to 0. Short kick-off here from Holmes.
Johnson picks it up.
He positioned himself beautifully there, Sean Johnson. Confidence in this Kiwis team. It's impressive too, as their heads could have easily been down at half-time, having dominated the first half, but behind on the scoreboard.
Completion rate of 91%. Australia 65%.
David, get up! He's 10, David. Give it, mate.
Rapana.
Forward last! Then straight!
All the momentum with the Kiwis. No, they went behind early after that. Valentine Holmes score. High kick here from Sean Johnson. Dangangai has got it. It's pretty rare, isn't it, for the Kiwis to trail at half-time against Australia, but go on and win the game. See, it hasn't happened for 15 years. Trebojevic, something has happened to him here.
Yeah. Seems to have been caught a little bit awkwardly in the tackle here as the replacements of Cook and Jake Trebojevic about to get their boarding passes. Doesn't look good, does he, Tom? New Zealand have had 145 play the balls, and Australia, with this play the ball, will just clock up a century in 100. Let's have a look here. Hargraves it is down low. Bromwich over the top, and then Brandon Smith comes in and gives Tom right across the chops.
Trebojevic is staying out there. Dangangai to switch positions for the meantime. Clement. They just need to score fast. They have any chance now. The Kiwis have outscored them 18-0. Here is that special something perhaps. No. Well read by Nikarima.
He tried a little kick over the top, and it was Cherry Evans who was chasing. So now Dylan Zalesnia, the captain, comes in. Hasn't he provided bursts of energy when it's needed?
Masters has come more into the game too.
Stand there! Go three.
Bromwich, Leo. Well, he hasn't been driven back once in the game. Smith. Really has been a very good effort from the forwards in this game by the Kiwis. They have dominated the middle of the field, particularly in the second half.
Here, David. You surrender. Go.
Nikarima inside the 10 again. Cody Nikarima.
That's last.
Last play, Bromwich. Johnson finally gets it. What will Sean Johnson do? Oh, can you believe it? That's been played at, and it's going to be a Kiwi scrum. Everything going for the Kiwis in this second half.
It's a great last play option, isn't it, when it falls like that? But again, they're looking for holes in the last play. Instead of an uncontested kick, they're just probing and probing. Sean wants to play, he wants to bounce. And in the pass, he finds a hand of Dane Gagai. Basically gives them a repeat set.
It's a great tactic, because defensive teams often on that last play become a little bit passive and get a little bit edgy when they get short of numbers, and there was a good example. Gagai got a little bit edgy, came out of the line, and the Kiwis get another 6 tackles. I really like the positiveness on that last play from the Kiwis.
Malmalo, he got the try scoring underway for the Kiwis in the first half. Malmalo getting better and better as a player, isn't he, Ken Malmalo? Bromwich, plenty of Aussies there. Crowd right around the ball carrier. That meant there could be space out wide again for New Zealand. Blair. Smith goes from dummy half. Is he going to get a double? And there is a double for the Waiheke Wonder.
Okay, tackle 4 here. I've got to try. Now, just make sure that he doesn't actually ground the ball on the foot of the Australian player, so he could actually have a knock on.
So there you hear it. Does he ground the football on the foot of the Australian player? And the answer is quite simply yes to that. And is there grass also touching the football when it is placed on the boot? Possibly. Maybe the top of the grass. He's left it a little bit long here, the groundsman, today.
Brandon Smith places the ball on the foot. It does not get to the ground and he loses possession in the end. We have a decision.
Well, come on.
Yeah, but I've got to get there, so you can go there if you want.
Smith is going to be denied.
Just add to a little bit more theatre for the evening. They've certainly earned their money in the bunker this evening, haven't they? Probably worked up a sweat.
It's a knock on over the try line. I won't try, but it's on the foot. It's clearly on the foot. Let's just wait.
Tell Watson is Lesniak is just
That's right, I knew the
by that decision, but Ashley Klein, that's the decision.
Felice Kaufusi has notched up 47 tackles.
No, good job, Dave. I've got to get to the mark and verbally and physically give it.
6.5 minutes left to play.
Okay.
And finally, Isaac Liu gets a rest. Fisher Harris back onto the football field.
5 tries to 2 it is to the men in black in this game.
Just here, Kevin. Go.
Maguire. In comes Manu to make another important tackle, that time on Hunt.
He's done well on that right edge to shut them down when they've wanted to go to the left. Joseph Manu.
You think about his learning ability too. Gee, he's a quick learner, because Mitchell was eating him for breakfast in the start of this match, wasn't he? It really has been a complete turnaround. Speaking of Mitchell, look out. Holmes is tackled. But again, Manu gets to his Roosters teammate.
And Johnson tidies Holmes up.
Several Kiwi contenders here. The player of the game too is Josh Maguire. Takes it down to 25 out.
Go for it, Marcus, you're good.
Cook.
There you are, Josh.
Jake Trebojevic couldn't quite get the timing to Tedesco. That pass is timed beautifully. Tedesco would have been in for a try. Last play of this set to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans has it again, and it's a restart and tackle count, and it's Felice Kaufusi who's over to score the try.
Okay, tackle 1 here, Chids.
It'll be given.
Try.
Kaufusi did well.
Remains in the field of play.
Sure, he was a winger back in his junior days, maybe as a kid.
Australian kick chase has been ruled onside from the original kick. Felice Kaufusi grounds the ball in the end goal. We have a decision.
Head over beast, mate. He's ready to go.
That'll be his first try, Felice Kaufusi. 16 appearances for Australia.
Kaufusi gets the try. It's going to be taken quickly by Valentine Holmes, and he has snuck it in beautifully. 26-18, and it's still an 8-point game. So the Australians still need to score twice.
Of course, the Kiwis in no hurry. Get a restart underway here. This was a kick from Cherry Evans. Comes off the foot of Brandon Smith and plays a little bit of ricochet. Cherry Evans picks it up and cleverly shifts it to Kaufusi, who parked himself out on the wing. Pretty clever finish too.
Kaufusi born in Auckland, of course.
Let's watch the attack. And Australia throw it around here.
Clemmer. A try now would make it very interesting, wouldn't it? In this set. Clemmer. Cordner. So the Kiwis still got to still have some work to do. These next couple of sets. Maguire. The Australians are just going to throw everything at the Kiwis now.
Nice read. Good solid contact from Ken.
Kaufusi, try scorer to Maguire. What's coming on these last couple of plays? Something special, you'd think. What's Hunt got up his sleeve? He's got Mitchell in space. Mitchell, Rapiner, beautiful offload to Holmes. Look out, the Aussies are coming. Here comes Tedesco, and they have got a try. A sensational score by James Tedesco.
Okay. Tackle 6 here. Just confirm that he remains in the field of play before he passes the ball. We have a try.
So here's Mitchell again down the left. Watch the footwork. No problem.
Mitchell remains in the field of play and passes the ball inside to Valentine Holmes.
Come around, guys.
James Tedesco grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
Well, it's a day for the debutantes. Try to Tedesco, following the tries on debut for Smith and for Manu. Holmes will convert this try. Well, that's tightened it right up now, 26 to 24.
The final 2 minutes of this game's going to be an absolute cracker. Just watching behind the try line there, as we'll see the replay here, the Kangaroos scoring their try to bring it back to a 2-point ball game. Kevin Proctor was so animated behind the try line, laying the law down to his troops to make sure that they really concentrate on their defence for this next 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Stay behind! Let's stay behind here, guys. Let's go, son.
Do not want to blow this now, the Kiwis. 26, 24, 2.5 to play. And it's Clemmer. The Kangaroos have firepower all across the park. This would be some win for them if they could find something special here again. Maguire. Jake Trbojevic. Cook. Tedesco. The last two tackles, they're going to cook something up here again, the Aussies. Jake Trbojevic to Hunt. Cherry Evans. This time Gangai. Last play, it's a fast play the ball as well. No, they're kicking. They're going to try and force an error off the Kiwis. Watani Zalesniak has it. Interesting that the Aussies would kick deep like that.
Oh, we nearly didn't have a dummy half. They might get one more crack.
Rapiner. trying to figure out why the Aussies kicked deep on that play. Watene-Zelezniak, the captain. Last 60 seconds. So the Australians are probably going to get 2 or 3 shots at it, Daryl. Johnson goes for maximum distance. Oh, it's going to go dead. They're going to go back to the 20, but the clock keeps ticking. 40 seconds. Well, the Australians look a little uncertain. Hunt wouldn't be the first choice to hit it up in those circumstances. What are the Australians going to do in these last 20 seconds? Trbojevic marshalling players into position on the right side here. It goes to him. Cherry Evans, there's a hole. Here comes Gangai. But they've got him. This will be the last play of the game. Cherry Evans. It's now or never for Australia. Manu knocks it on. It won't matter. It won't matter. It's a win to New Zealand. Well, it's been tough times for the Kiwis the last few years. This one is going to feel good to the men in black. The first time they've beaten Australia in 3.5 years. The Kiwis get it done, 26-24.
Oh, what a special moment. Absolutely exhausted. They had the running for most of the game, the Kiwis. Then Australia, well, they were quite simply running them down. In the end, 5 tries to 4. And a famous win here.
Well, let's not muck around and head down to the captain of the Kiwis, Watene-Zelezniak.
Dylan, congratulations. Can you describe to me how it feels to be the victorious Kiwi captain?
Oh, mate, it's unbelievable. It feels so surreal. The boys did an amazing job tonight, and they turned it up for me in the crowd and our country. And we did our families proud. So credit to all of them. But we're still building. This is only the start. We set the foundation now, so we've got to keep building on top of that. So we're on the right track.
What was the key to the victory here tonight?
It was our defence. I felt our defence was good, keeping them in their yardage, and give me the opportunity to get the ball back as far as possible to help the big boys out, so they don't have to turn around that much. And mate, everyone was just on, and we were a bit shaky at times on our short sides. We've got to fix those things. We've got a lot to work on still, but as I said, this is foundation, and this is where we build on.
After 3 consecutive losses, the pressure was on to restore some pride in the Kiwi jumper. Job done. How are you feeling with that?
Yeah, 100%. That's what we came here for, to give the fans a good game and help them ride this wave that we've got. But as I said before, this is the foundation that we've got to build, and it was a good one.
You go on tour shortly. What do you take from this now as a Kiwi side on the up?
I think we take a lot of confidence. As I said before, that we're still shaky in points and in parts, and we've got some work to do, but we're on the right track.
You're a parent yourself. How do you think your great-grandfather is feeling right now, looking down and seeing you follow in his footsteps?
I'm not sure, but I hope they are proud, and I hope I wore that jersey with pride for them.
Congratulations. Go and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Talking now to Boyd Cordner. Boyd, commiserations. It was a tough contest.
Yeah, it was, mate. You know, we knew it was going to be tough here, playing the Kiwis at home, and we didn't give ourselves much chance, but we stuck in there at the end, gave, you know, it was a tight finish.
There was over 11 errors, something uncharacteristic of a Kangaroo side. What else did you think was the demise of the side to you tonight?
Yeah, like you just touched on there, it was, you know, pretty disappointing, our ball control there. We showed when we held it, we can score some points, but to give the Kiwis too much ball like that, they're going to make you pay like they did tonight.
Both teams, we see a changing of the guard. What's the work on now? You got Tonga next week here in the very same venue.
Yeah, look, we got Tonga next week, so look, we're going to have to be a lot better, especially like I just touched on with the ball, and on our goal line in our defence in the ruck there wasn't acceptable, so got a bit to work on, but you know, very confident we'll be able to turn around.
And just finally, your thoughts on this Kiwi team as they get a ready to go on a tour up there in the Northern Hemisphere?
Yeah, look, they're a very exciting team. Yeah, with Dallin in charge now, congratulations to him on getting the captaincy. Like they showed tonight, they're an exciting team and can beat anyone on the night.
Thanks, Boyd. Good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, there we are. After-match reaction from the captains. Final score here at Mount Smart Stadium. It's the Kiwis 26, the Kangaroos 24. Yeah, famous victory. Really is. Okay, let's run through the try scorers for you. Maumalo Manu on debut. Brandon Smith on debut. Isan Masters and Jordan Rapana were the other try scorers for the Kiwis. 3 goals to Sean Johnson. Try scorers for Australia. Holmes got one in the 3rd minute, just before half-time, and then Kalfusi Tedesco got those last tries in the final few minutes. Michael Maguire inflicts the first loss as a coach on Mel Meninga. This is a great achievement for Michael Maguire as well. And the rest of the Kiwi coaching team, including Nathan Kalis and Stacey Jones.
It's a good brand of football too that was played today. Line breaks were pretty even. 6 to Australia and 5 to New Zealand. 12 errors for Australia, errors against 5 to the Kiwis. And 89% completion for the Kiwis, who completed 9 more sets than the Australians.
Triple test, we finally got one in. And it's time to cross to the field for the presentation.
Tonga versus Australia next week as well. Look out, Tonga. Australia really gets beaten twice in a row, but we can worry about that next week because it's time for the presentation. Let's go down to the field again with Stephen McIver.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official presentation of the Kiwis versus the Kangaroos test. And I think after 3 international tests, you'll agree we've been spoiled today. Please put your hands together once again for 2 mighty fine teams, the Kiwis and the Kangaroos. In the official party is the Honourable Peter Beattie, the Chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission, and Rion Edwards, the Chairman of the New Zealand Rugby League. And the man of the match for this 2018 Trans-Tasman Test from the Kiwis, Sean Johnson. So Sean picks up the Charles Savoury Medal as the man of the match. Now, can I please ask Boyd Cordner, the captain of the Kangaroos, to come and say a few words, please.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Kiwis, especially Dallin on being named captain for your side, mate. It's a big honour and well deserved, so well done, mate. Also like to wish you all the best for your tour coming up. Yeah, go hard. To our boys, unlucky tonight. We'll bit off, but you know we got next week, so you know we'll work forward to that and look forward to the week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Boyd. And now at last to ask a man who follows in the footsteps of his great-grandfather, Tipuni Watney, who was the first Māori captain of the Kiwis. And tonight, he captained the Kiwis for the very first time. Here's your Kiwis captain, Dallin Watney-Zelezniak.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank the Aussie boys for a tough game. It was to the death, and yeah, it was awesome to play against you. And to my boys, thank you very much for the week and for supporting me in this role. It's new to me, and I've learnt a lot this week. But yeah, it's a pleasure to play alongside these boys, and even better to lead them. Secondly, I'd like to thank the fans in this country for what they do for us and the support that they give us. This is a starting point for us. This is a foundation that we've set and we've got to build off. We've still got a lot of work to do, but yeah, hopefully we can keep riding this wave and with you guys on it too. So thank you very much, and thanks everyone for this day.
Not a bad way to celebrate the Kiwis' first win in Auckland, New Zealand since 2003. But the most important thing right now, the Bill Kelly Memorial Trophy being handed over by Rion Edwards to the Kiwis captain, Dallin Watney Zelezniak.
What a fantastic game, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Kiwis, thanks to the Kangaroos. Best of luck next week. What a fantastic performance.
Oh yes, a great day for the Kiwis. Great day for Dallin Watney Zelezniak. Victory over the world champions to the New Zealand Kiwis. And we're going to analyse this to the nth degree in just a moment here on Sky Sport. Final score for you once again, 26-24.
At Shark, we know the real test of any vacuum is in the home. So we challenge these people to try our most advanced lift-away yet.
DuoClean is fantastic. It does absolutely everything. I love powered lift away because it gives me the freedom to vacuum up the stairs.
It's just brought a whole new meaning to vacuuming for me. I love it. I'd give the Shark 5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Shark, the UK's fastest growing vacuum cleaner brand. In store now.
When life around you gets hectic, pause for a moment with new Fuse tea.
If I could save time in a bottle.
A delicious fusion of mango, chamomile and green tea extracts. Enjoy a minute of calm with the unique taste of new Fuse tea and serve yourself a little me time.
Ah, a romantic dinner for two. And a tricky moment for one. If only this poor chap had spent a few more moments buying his car or home insurance through a well-known website, he could have saved himself money in thousands of quality independent restaurants nationwide. Perhaps somebody should let him know.
Go.
Or maybe this isn't the moment. Let's just hope he sees the commercial.
All right.
Just admiring the view. Is that a 6-pack?
Are you drunk?
Drunk on love.
Right. What is it?
Do you remember when I said we shouldn't use purple bricks?
Yeah, you said we'd have to do it all ourselves.
Apparently they can do everything for you. Daisy and Chris love them.
So why did we pay all that commission?
Is your hair growing back?
No.
Save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.co.uk.